All right. Hello, gang. Uh, maybe we should start like a for the rest of this month. We'll have a tradition where while the timer's up, they can put their guesses on who's actually hiding behind the curtain.
Well, that would be fun. A little 10-second timer for guesses.
Yeah,
I like that. That's a good idea. We won't tell Hank and Abby though. They'll be pleasantly
yeah,
surprised.
yeah. Hello,
Uh,
everybody. Welcome, welcome. A lovely day for some writing. I have Doug here joining me out of the goodness of his heart. It's a wonderful time to be writing. I am having a blast with my story myself. How are you? How are you doing, Doug?
I'm not as far in as I want to be, but it's starting to pick up momentum, and I'm getting excited too. This man cold that I've been having the last few days really ate at the word count. So I'm trying to pick up the pace. And shameless plug, what better way to do that, Robert, than on Wednesday when we are hosting a half-day marathon of sprints. What a smooth transition that was. Uh,
Flawless.
we have 4 hours of sprints on Wednesday. They're going to be 25 minutes of writing, 5 minutes of break. We're going to start at 12:30, just like this. Yeah, and it'll be us two. I'll take the first 2 hours. You'll take the second two. Maybe some overlap. Who knows? It's going to be a fun time, though.
So if you like today's sprint, you can get almost 4 times as much on Wednesday. So come and join
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I had a similar experience. I just had family in town, and that slowed my word count. But over the weekend, I was grinding hard, and I'm back on
Nice.
track. So
Give me something. Give me a little taste. We have 2.5 minutes till the sprint starts. Give me something from the story.
okay,
Something you're
well,
excited about.
last night, uh, I'm already 1,300 words in today. Partially because I was writing this morning, but partially because I was up late writing because my story wouldn't leave me alone. And I skipped ahead to an absolutely devastating death scene because it just snuck up on me, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm more of a discovery writer. When I set out my outline, I didn't even know that this character existed in their current form, and then yeah, I don't know. It was just it snuck up on me, and I realized like, oh, I'm gonna have to kill this character. And then it all, like, flooded, and this is how I'm going to do it, and then I just, like it was devastating.
we
I was, like, tearing up. I was hit so hard by the emotions, and that's how I knew. I was like, "Yep, this is the right thing to do as an author." Uh,
um I love that we are probably the only folks in the world, maybe people who work on movies and TV shows and whatnot, but who realize when we get to kill someone, it's an exciting thing that we can share with other people too. um
fictional people, just to
yes,
be
fictional
clear.
people. Yeah. Yeah, we're not working on nonfiction books here. I mean, someone might be, but we aren't when we're killing. Bond's asking the marathon is this week. This week is just the half marathon, starting at the same time as this on Wednesday, going for 4 hours. The big marathon will be on the last Tuesday of the month, where we'll be going from 9 a.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. All right, we got 30 seconds going here.
We are getting close.
The serial killers also tell their friends about the people they kill.
True.
Linda
Yeah.
says killing in a book is not considered a crime. All right.
Okay, exciting, exciting. Good luck, everybody. Hopefully, you found the link in the chat, and we'll get started here, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Bye-bye. All right. That is our first sprint of the day done. Robert, how'd that go for you?
I copied in my words too late from Dabble, so I got
Mm.
like 430, I think.
Okay, that's still pretty dang good.
Yeah. Oh, I'm having the time of my life right now, man.
Yeah, this is hold on, I'm gonna make our faces big there. Because last year we had some stakes in the game, but it was a busy time for us. You just had a kid. We were doing a lot of stuff for both us and NaNoWriMo. This year though, it's just the book. I mean, there's work and whatnot, but like you're writing the book, which is awesome. I know you've been looking forward to it, so that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
I got to actually participate more fully with the October prep stuff, and it's a game changer. I gotta say, if
Thank
we
you.
have people here in the chat or in the sprint that weren't able to do all of the homework in October, um, that is understandable. But I'd highly recommend that after November, if you have the time, go back and check out the lessons and things from October and check out the template in Dabble because it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, we got some nice praise here from somebody. Oh, sorry,
who's this
not
guy?
praise. Admonishment.
Yeah, admonishment. He's reminding us that we have to do stuff other than write our books, I guess.
I heard you talking about how good the prep stuff was, and I see yeah guys from the boss. I'm like, oh yeah, that's so nice of him. No, get back to work. As for the lessons, we did just post the lesson for this week on the first half of the second act, Act 2A, where we're talking a lot about rising action, subplots, and introducing your antagonist if you haven't already. So be sure to go and check that out because I might be biased, but there's a lot of good stuff in there.
It's great.
Yeah. And
I
of
get
course, the
everything.
editing's top tier.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I get everything a week ahead of time. Um, and every time that I'm editing the videos, I get so many good ideas. But yeah, there we go. There's the praise we were begging
Yeah,
for.
yeah. Unless he's talking about himself. um for the writing sprints, if you are joining us in wordsprints.org, my best practice is to copy everything from sprint 1 into sprint 2, ideally before the timer starts, and then from sprint 2 into sprint 3, so that you have everything together when you go, and then you can copy and paste it into your Dabble project. Easy as that. If you do forget to copy and paste it, which I've been guilty of, no matter how many times I use wordsprints.org, sometimes I forget. It does save in that sprint on your device for 24 hours, so you can always go back and check it out.
Yep.
Um, oh,
Another fun
Ashley.
thing. I was just thinking about this.
uh,
Here I'll put the new one. Let me make sure I've got the right tab. There we go. Um, yeah, I put the next sprint uh in the chat here, so everyone can join.
there was a question here for you. NJ asking, what kind of book are you writing?
It is a fantasy adventure book. It's either fantasy or sci-fi if I'm writing. So,
That's fair.
um, yeah.
Maybe one day I'll write a sci-fi. I need to stop moving genres and actually publish something. Goodness.
I'm right there with you, but you've at least published something previously,
It's
so
true. I haven't published in so long. That's the struggle, right? That's the writing. Writing is the fun part and the part that you get almost addicted to. Um, the actual
it's
editing,
addictive.
the revising, the marketing, the publishing, the advertising, the everything else that goes with it can be fun and can be very fulfilling, but like writing, you know, is just how am I supposed to say no? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I,
don't know. Maybe we'll hold each other to account after the challenge and just make sure we actually get something published in the next, I don't know, reasonable time frame. 6 months after this. I
We'll
don't know.
talk more about that after this sprint because I think that's a
Yeah,
good idea.
we got writing to do.
We got writing to do. Happy writing, everyone.
Good luck, everybody.
All right. That is our second sprint of the day finished. Robert, how'd that go?
362.
Very nice. Excellent. How many words in are you?
Total,
Yeah.
I am at about 15,005. Well, yeah, 15, 16,000 ish.
Fantastic. That's awesome. That's much farther than I am, which I am somewhere. Okay, I'm farther along than I thought. I'll probably be at about 12,000 by the time we're done today.
Good.
Um,
That's good.
yeah, yeah, I'm
We've
feeling
got a
good. I'm getting some
marathon.
more
We've got a
momentum.
marathon on Wednesday, so
Yeah, 4 hours of writing on Wednesday, give or take. I might have the math wrong on that, but at least 4 hours of writing. Plus, tomorrow is Veterans Day in the States. It's Remembrance Day up here in Canada. So the Dabble team will be off, but I will be in tomorrow doing sprints at the same time so that you can still get your words written, whether it's not a holiday for you or if you just need something to do tomorrow when you have the day off, come join me, get some more words written, get closer to that goal. So that's what we have on deck for tomorrow and Wednesday. Um, Let me quickly pull up the calendar. Oh, I did want to talk about. You mentioned we should do something to stay accountable. You know, publish something in the next 6 months. My goal for December, and I want to hear other people's goals, is not to write anything new, but to stick with the habit of daily work. And I have the copy edits back from my novella that I wrote a year ago that I need to get out to start generating a bigger email list, to start selling more books. So my goal is to get that finished up and ready for publication. And when that's done, which I'm hoping doesn't take very long because it's just copy edits for a 60,000 word book, start revising a novel that I have done and get, I want to say, 10 chapters done by the end of December. That's my goal. Plus, relaxing time because it's December. So,
yeah, absolutely.
do you have any December goals for your writing?
Yeah, I suspect with how far I am into this story that it is going to be more than 50,000 words before it's done. So I'm just gonna try and keep the momentum. I might not write as much as fast, um, but I want to keep up the momentum, and I just want to have a finished first draft by the end of the year. I think
Excellent.
it'll probably end up being around 70,000 words with just how things
Nice.
are working out right now. But yeah.
Awesome. I see Abby here had a clunky sprint, switched to a new scene mid sprint, and spent the first 100 words writing in the wrong POV. I was writing in the wrong tense for part of that sprint and had to go back and change some of them. I've said this before, but I'm writing in present tense, first person present, where my default is third person past.
Mhm.
It still trips me up, man.
I believe it. That's
But
a
I
hard
see in
switch.
here, yeah, it is hard, and sometimes I question why I did it. But Joanna asking, do we self-publish? And I've personally self-published or indie published 2 books, and I've co-authored 3 books that were indie published as well. Um, Robert, you're working on your debut novel, right?
Yeah, the plan is to self-publish.
Yeah,
Mostly because um I don't know. I just want to have a book published. I don't want to have to mess around with the query process or getting an agent or any of that stuff. I'm confident that I can write a good story, and that's good enough for me. I also just
excellent.
like the democratization of publishing, and I think that that's a good thing in general. So,
Yeah, we have a lot of resources on traditional publishing versus indie publishing, the pros and cons of each, that I can find some links for after this next sprint. I do just want to point out that a lot of people are saying, December's for editing, December's for finishing the first draft to have it done by the end of the year, get it into an editable form. Awesome. Awesome. Um, so, okay, I put the link in. Bernadette, we can absolutely talk about that in we have office hours on Tuesday. But we'll mention that afterwards as well. Because in 15 seconds we're starting the next sprint. Anything you want to say, Robert?
no, good luck.
That's good enough.
Yep.
All right. That is our last sprint of the day done.
All right.
How'd that go, good sir?
Great.
Good.
392.
Awesome. Awesome. I almost hit 2000 for all of our sprints here, but I got into like a real flow state because I was first. I'm glad we were doing this together today, and it was your day to show your screen because I was writing a very uh gory part of my story, leading into the dark fantasy side of my writing.
Right, right.
Um, and then I brought in a character who is technically on the same side as my protagonist, but they are very antagonistic towards each other and they have to work together in this story. And it has just been so fun. She's kind of like a foil character. They're very similar in some ways, but very different in others. And I'm pumped now that I've hit this part of it because it's just going to be so much good conflict.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've
Oh,
got two characters who are constantly at each other's throats, and it
love
is
it.
a blast. It is so fun.
Excellent. Excellent.
Um,
Um,
as a fun little side note, I don't know if people know this little trick, so I'll share this really fast again. Make sure you copy out your words to wherever your project is. Just a quick reminder. But as a fun little side note, if you add some stars here, when you paste it back into Dabble, it will interpret that as a new scene. So if you're writing in word sprints and you want to split it into a new scene, you can just put some stars. I don't know what the specific number is, so I just do a bunch. But then when I paste it back into Dabble, then it automatically breaks it into a new scene. So
mhm. Yeah, I feel like I've been using that forever and haven't mentioned it, so I'm glad that you did because it's very helpful.
it's the
Um,
same with anything, by the way. So you can copy text from anywhere into Dabble, and if you have that, then it'll interpret it as breaking it into a new scene. So
Awesome. Awesome. Bernadette asked earlier, or more, said, I'd like to pick your brain as far as advice on book coaches for dark fantasy. And that's something that we can have an ongoing conversation about. I can see if we can find some dark fantasy book coaches to have on. But it might be, sorry for the sniffles, it might be that in W Academy, we also start looking more at genre and different ways that different genres work and give some advice on specific genres. To date, we haven't really done that. We've been genre agnostic, but I know we have a high percentage of many different genres in the academy and in our customer base or dabbler base in general. So that might be something that we can look at in the new year, is getting some more resources on that. So, yeah,
yeah, my total for today right now is 2,554 words. So I'm feeling good.
awesome, awesome. I will be at let me get an updated total here. I'm clicking, I'm going.
Wait for
T
it.
I'm scrolling.
Wait for it.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong scene. Oh no. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'm at 12,635. And just a reminder for folks, we do have sprints going on tomorrow, even if it's a holiday for you. We'll be here at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. We have our half marathon on Wednesday starting at 12:30 p.m. Eastern and running for 4 hours that day. We'll get a lot of writing in, and then of course we have our daily sprints. Also this week at 10 a.m. Eastern on Thursday, Hank's going to be chatting with Laura Griffin, who's written more than 30 books and novellas and has had her work translated into 14 languages, which is just wild. I think that's like a long-term goal for me, is to have translated books. I think that's like a milestone in your author journey, is to have people in another language want to read your story. And of course, on Thursday we have our 60-day live show where we'll be talking about the topics from today's lesson, which are live on our YouTube, and we've already shared the link in the chat there. And we'll have a ton of time for Q&A then as well. That's all my shameless plugging for today. I'll let you take it from here, Robert.
Now time for my shameless plugging for today. Yeah, thank you so much. Looks like LJ.
Oh, sorry.
Oh boy, we're stealing each other's comments.
Yeah.
LJ's threw up another sprint, so do keep an eye on word sprints and on the community. If you haven't hit your word goal today, there's plenty of stuff always happening there. Um, And yeah, always a blast. Always a blast to write with y'all. I'm I'm just really enjoying the process right now. I hope you are too. If it is a slog, know that that is also part of the process. Sometimes it just sucks to write, and then other times you'll get through that slog and it'll just feel great again. And it just this fun little dance that we do with our words and our stories. But thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
There is before we log off, mayhaps. Sorry, because
Okay.
it was a good outro. I didn't want to interrupt, but Root's asking. I don't know if we have this set in stone yet, because I always forget.
Um, Let me say this. Mhm. Sorry, this is a good question. I want to make sure I get it right.
I can barely think like 3 days ahead at this point.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I wake up and I'm like, what am I even doing today?
writing.
Yep, mostly that. Okay, this is our Black Friday page, which is live right now, but um, uh, yeah. So it you can put in your email if you want to get notified. Um, and it has a little countdown there. So if you want to bookmark it, so then on Black Friday when it goes live, then you can get the deal. Jacob has it accurate there in the chat. So
He
um,
knows. He's on
yeah,
top of this. It's like he owns the company or something.
yeah, it's weird. um,
And we'll talk more about that as we get closer to it, as well as the deals that we have for both participating and winning the 60-day novel challenge. If you're more interested in yearly subscriptions or monthly subscriptions rather than lifetime, depends on your budget, on you. But expect to hear more about that as well.
yep,
Plus, I guess we
awesome.
can say it now. All of my American colleagues will be off celebrating Thanksgiving, spending time with family on Black Friday. So we're also going to have like a finale celebration event with yours truly on the last Friday of the month to wrap things up for the challenge. So more details for that coming as well.
Yep, absolutely. All right. I think that's all for today. So thanks, everybody.
Bye, everyone.